Alright, so this is Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. Technically, I already did a stream of this a couple days ago, but I was a little inebriated, and also to have forgotten literally everything I did in like the hour that I played, so we're just going to start a new game. I can choose a save slot. I don't think that... Save slot 3. Here we go. The Boston court is in turmoil. A red alert has been issued, which means a major crisis has occurred. These three have been summoned by the prince. So I wonder how long this goes. Also, it looks like the 3 data points at the bottom are where each character is in the storyline. So, I don't know. This could be months. This could be years. But it starts on September 4th, 2019 at 11 p.m. I gotta double check and see if I've got subtitles on when I can. The Camarilla. Final death as opposed to all those other deaths. I mean, I guess to become a vampire, you gotta die one time anyways, so... Tonight the undead will celebrate, celebrate. It's just the developer's name and has nothing to do with this, I don't think. There it is. Presents.
I'll just get this going.
Oh, here we go.
There. Ready. We're all set. Now, to begin, tell me, what do you see?
I don't know.
Okay. Try this. Focus on your vision.
Whoa.
No, it's happening. No, no, it's too late. It's too late now. They're coming.
Oof, that poppin'. I do remember commenting on just how good the graphics are in this game, and the animations.
Did you feel it too?
Take your stuff. We're getting out of here.
Like, Guardians felt like a really polished Telltale game. This kind of feels like a step backwards. At least from the little bit I remember.
Call them back. It's the prince. We must go quickly.
That's right, I gotta like level these guys up and stuff too.
Damn it. Hurry up.
Calm down. Maybe it has nothing to do with the party.
You know full well I was in charge of it. If anything goes wrong, it's my head on the chopping block. Fuck. Damn it! It took Hazel months to convince the Hartford Chantry to ally themselves with us. So they finally accept, and then bam, a code red. There's never been a code red in Boston, damn it! This has gotta be bad, MM.
Dialogue, some answers require your skills. Higher bar. You can't use the skill if it's rating 0. If your opponent wins, you gain a few. That doesn't seem right.
It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure.
You don't get it. I was in charge of organizing the party.
But security is Jara's problem.
Yeah,
normally.
except Jara is a member of the Primogen. I'm not.
But you're a harpy. The prince will cover you. You know she's always looking for an excuse to take him down a notch.
We'll see.
What do we do next?
When everyone's safe, we move on to phase 2. We clean house.
Did you say this is the first code red in Boston?
Ever since the fall of London, protocol is no longer a laughing matter.
Whatever. They've been harping on that for 4 years now. They took away our internet access. Our smartphones.
It's called risk mitigation, that's all. A code red is an alarm signal that's sent to everyone to say, watch out, we're all in danger. And everyone runs to shelter at the nearest safe house. For us, it's with the prince. It could have been worse.
I'd have preferred worse.
You're not even listening to me.
What do you mean by we clean house?
Getting rid of our archives, our documents, anything that might betray our network and relationships.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
Come on, tell me.
We run, we leave everything behind, and we go into hiding. As far from here as we can.
There's no way I'm leaving Boston. Everything I have is right here in the city. It took me years to build my clubs. I've worked too hard to give it up now.
You won't have a choice. I know you hate coming here. Are you gonna be alright?
What do you think? I know how to behave, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Just keep your cool and it'll be fine.
Ah, my little darlings. You're here at last. The fear that something horrible had happened to you terrified me.
No call for theatrics, April.
The prince asked to see you as soon as you arrived, Amin. I wouldn't dilly-dally if I were you. As for you, Journey, someone's triggered a code red. If anything has happened over there, I'll hold you personally responsible.
Generates hunger. Hunger is a value that cannot be exceeded. Limits a vampire's power. Vampire their hunger limit. There's losing control, attacking, and feeding on the closest mortal. Okay. I mean, what if I don't want to?
You know, back in the day, nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay's being blamed for, don't you?
Amen. My dear Amen. I adore you. Really, I do. But darling, please. You're way out of your league here. This alliance with the Hartford Chantry is crucial. The prince is on edge. We can't get through to anyone over there.
What does this have to do with Jay?
She was in charge of the whole thing, for goodness sake. Listen, both of you. From now on, I don't want to hear another word out of either of you. The prince is furious. Journey, you're coming with me.
I don't see why.
And as for you, Hazel wants to see you. Right now.
Alright, let's get into this menu and spend some stuff. Traits are positive or negative effects that influence the abilities of the character in question. Traits are only revealed once they've been earned. It's the result of an action, a character's choice, or a consequence. Hunger level, whether high or low, confers temporary traits that affect the character's ability. Okay. As it rises, the suspicion rating creates more negative traits to increase the difficulty faced by characters. Okay. Unreliable agent. Your actions draw too much attention to yourself or others, or are you just inept? You impress any of your peers with a reputation like this, as for keeping a low profile with mortals. Something, something. The beast is near. 10% success rate on intimidation tie, minus 10% success rate in psychology tie. Put her in her place. MM has encountered others more powerful than her for now. Something to strengthen her mind for future challenges. Minus 10 to the next experience cost for the mental attribute. Okay. Talents increase your abilities. Each talent is tied to a specific action. Repeating these actions will progressively unlock the tiers of trait. Okay, but this is not anything I put points into. Okay. Oh, do I not? Oh, okay. I'm not leveling this person up yet. Or I guess this vampire, technically.
It's gonna be a long night.
There's also, like, no sprint button or anything. If I remember correctly, both of those doors are locked, or just not interactable. Yo, I'm hungry already. So there you go. If you make everybody wear masks, you don't have to worry about the lips flapping.
Who's she, Caleb?
MM Lewis.
She smiles like a toreador.
Letters etched in bold right
Whoop.
on her teeth. Her teeth.
What about that bearded guy who's swallowing his bile?
Dejan Siaka.
A Tremere warlock, then?
Keep him at a healthy distance. With a sideward glance, he could make the blood in your veins boil.
Is court attendance usually this sparse?
Well, hopefully XSplit's okay, because my whole shit just freaked out.
We should have all left by now.
Are you worried about the Code Red?
I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a busy night.
I know what you mean. It's one thing to have been told that the Nosferatu don't age well. It's another thing to see it for yourself.
It's by no fault of their own.
Do you think you'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me?
No. Now is no longer the time.
Yeah, we got other things to fucking worry about.
And he is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood.
Come on, XSplit, get your shit together. I gotta make sure that this recording goes through still.
Tread lightly. He's a member of the Primogen.
They're the check to the prince's power.
The check and balance. They backed Hazel when she rose to power after Quentin King. They'd hoped to control her.
What? Things didn't go as planned?
I just have a feeling she will surprise them. Never forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But
Nothing can happen to you here. We're in the princess house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of the question, MM. I won't.
Alright, one second. Try and minimize this and remaximize it and see if that... Nope, that did not automatically fix it. Okay. Let me see, can I change scenes real quick? Did that fix it? Hey, okay, changing scenes fixes it. Alright, I'll have to remember that for the future. Hopefully we're good and we didn't miss anything on the recording. I don't really want to have to spend time re-downloading this later, but you know.
Don't let her get away with this.
All right. Calm down, Dijon.
Where's Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't start with me. She was in charge of the party. She has to take responsibility for this.
Leave her out of it.
It's too late for that. Don't waste your time covering for her. She's not a kid anymore. I haven't heard from my child, and no one's able to get through to them over there.
Go on then. Go and save Imani and stop wasting your breath.
There are rules. Need I remind you? We're all stuck here.
You're such a good boy.
You'll never change.
Dijon!
What? Oh, come on, Hilda, she needs to grow up.
leave us.
I don't need your help.
Mem, please.
Stop calling me that.
I was worried about you.
You still haven't moved on, have you? You're always getting in my way.
Lower your voice. People are staring.
Focus allows you to temporarily increase a skill for by one or two levels. The more you increase the focus, the more willpower cost increases to be focused. Skill must have a minimum score of 1 point. Disciplines or knowledge cannot be focused. So that's my experience points. Alright, so here's the thing. I'm going to cheat a little bit because I know that last time I spent 3 points, it still dropped and I didn't win, so I guess we'll do 2, because apparently it won't let me back out of it. Opponents can also focus their own skills. Unlike you, focus only allows them to increase their skill by 1 level. Risk of opponent focus is represented by a percentage. The more aggressive you are, skill focus and use of discipline, the more the risk of the opponent... Okay, so the more I use it, the more likely they are to use it.
Is all about?
Got it.
You're in the Primogen. You must know something.
I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Apparently, it was from one of Moore's retainers. That's all I know.
Who's that?
Jason Moore. Don't you remember him? He's the human who manages our interests when the sun comes up. He handles our assets, errands with the banks.
What does he have to do with this?
I don't know. It now seems that Miss Hazel Iverson, the mighty Prince of Boston, is no longer on speaking terms with the Primogen. As if now were the ideal time.
She asked to see me. Do you know why?
My best guess is that she'd like to talk to you about Journey. Of course. I always warned you that girl was trouble.
Yeah, sure. I've gotta go. Hazel must be upstairs. I'd better hurry.
Kind of sucks that it went from 3 to 5 automatically, and then it's like, wow. I guess it's only 1 more point after that, which isn't so bad.
Rory is not here, nor is
That's the entrance. That's blocked
Mr.
off.
Leto's teams are trying to reach them, but
Nobody's answering?
no. Did you want something?
Is there a problem?
Alright, chill out. Okay, still in the same spot that I'm at. Does this guy got anything to say? Oh, look at that, a fucking run button. Holy shit.
We haven't seen you here in ages now, have we?
Let's holster our weapons. I'm only here because of that goddamn code red.
Blunt and to the point, as usual. With a bit of luck, your suffering will be over soon. How's business these days?
Why? You wanna invest?
Don't tempt me.
Yeah, I'm not wasting 3 points on that.
I'm shocked to think you put so much as a penny into one of my clubs. They don't bring in enough for your taste, Beryl.
You're right. I'm not interested in them. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. I'm waiting for Caleb.
Sure.
What a shitty night. Hazel must be pissed. What the hell could she want with me?
Unstable
Is
seer.
everything okay, Mom? Penny for your thought?
Nothing, Pumpkin. What were you saying?
You saw pictures again? You're not going back to the Institute, are you?
No, don't fret. I'm gonna stay here with you now.
I don't like it when Richard takes you away.
He's my psychiatrist. He's helping me so I can be with you.
Mom has a little trouble sometimes. Remember? I see things that haven't happened yet.
Ooh, I just noticed her fucking pupils.
Yes, I know. And you have to slumber so you can rest all alone sometimes. But 3 years was too long.
It seemed like an eternity without you.
I missed you too, Mom.
I need my sweet little monster.
Mom? What's going on? Why does everybody look so upset?
I think something serious is happening. I'm worried. I still haven't seen Richard. I looked for him so he could explain, but he can't be found.
So, what do we do now?
I was told to wait here because Hazel wants to see us.
There are grown-ups coming, and your mother needs to talk to them.
Oh, then I'll go hide, because grown-ups talk to me too much.
If you want, sweetie. But don't wander off. Go on.
Show me what you do to make sure no one spots you.
Okay, here I go.
Child's got fucking superpowers.
Leisha. It's been a while. Hey, MM. When did you get out?
Just tonight. Hazel wanted to see me.
That means she's extremely worried about the situation.
That, or she's a major drama queen.
You shouldn't make light of the situation, believe me. There aren't many of us who have experienced a code red and survived.
Thanks for the heads up, Professor Bazori. First Siaka, now you. Why won't anybody give me a break tonight?
Maybe you asked for it.
Or maybe if you behaved in a manner more appropriate to the circumstances and our setting, then you'd better understand why everyone is so nervous.
See, I could jump down my throat. Was I supposed to let him take his nerves out on me? No, I'm sorry. That's not how things work, Bazori.
We must all remain calm and accept any help we can get, even from the most unusual sources.
That's surprising to hear, coming from a blue blood. At least your certainties come from a more solid source than a prophecy from a child of Malkov.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that whatever the problem is, your hallucinations aren't gonna help us solve it.
And yet, many of the things I saw ended up happening. Quentin King's disappearance, Hazel's rise to power, your breakup with Hilda too. But you're probably right. It's just Hazel and her flair for the dramatic.
Only time will tell.
Good evening, ladies, sir. The prince shall see you now.
Oh, that's right. There you go. Free, obviously. Spend these points how I want to. At the start of a scene, the previously earned experience points can be spent to improve a character's abilities. These abilities are divided into two areas, the character sheet and the discipline sheet. Each attribute affects a specific list of skills and disciplines. Attributes increase the chance of victory in case of a tie. Improving them also decreases the willpower cost of focus. Use of knowledge skills do not have a willpower cost. They cannot be improved by using focus. The discipline sheet contains disciplines that the character possesses. Experience points invested in a discipline increase the level and can provide additional powers. Discipline powers can be passive and may be used in dialogue or in exploration. Supernatural perception, once activated, heightens your five senses and allows you to see possible futures and read your enemies. Activate Aspect Vision. Has no hunger cost, reveals interactions related to the five senses. The hunger cost depends on your Auspex rating the difficulty of the interaction. Okay. This one, Auspex Vision reveals interactions related to the memories of an item. And the same thing as before. Reveals premonitions. These offer vision of a potential future that may occur for the character. Okay. Or of a target, which provides information about their nature or resonance. Reveals if your opponent is preparing to focus their skill or not. Generates, oh Jesus. Generates one hunger. Discipline tied to charisma, ability to influence the emotion of those around you. Gives access to presence as a dialogue choice. Presence +1. +1 presence. Dialogue power prevents your opponent from focusing a skill. Generates 2 hunger. Okay. One of your actions increases the risk of an opponent's focus. The increase is reduced by 30%. Silver Tongue generates 1 less hunger. Interesting. Discipline that allows you to traverse the environment at high speed and slows down your perception of time. Has no hunger cost. Reveals anchor points in the environment that MM can reach using Blink. Ooh. Generates 3 hunger, though. certain situations allows you to slow down the environment around your character while using celerity vision. There is no hunger cost. Celerity interactions, like pickpocket, are available in this state. It depends on the difficulty of the interaction, right? Blink generates one less hunger. Okay. Blink generates one less hunger. So eventually you can get blink down to, like, pretty cheap. So none of these... So these... I'm confused. Well, I want to go down here first. Okay. So I get all that stuff as a base. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Don't tell me I just restarted the whole fucking thing. No, 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 no. Oh, my God. Please. Alright, so we're all tapping out of this. God, I swear, if that... Well, to be fair, if that lost me all my progress, we've now seen all this stuff, and I don't think anything really different happened. So I could load up my original save, which is, I think, basically right there. Oh, no, it's a little bit further. Shit. It is further in. Because I'm not redoing 30 minutes of content. Or at least I really don't want to. I mean, I guess if I have to, I have to. Okay, hold on. Is there... We're going to try this one more time. We'll see if there's like a... If loading a level will do anything, but oh my god, that's stupid. I can't believe restart means fucking everything. And not the area that I was just loaded into because I didn't spend fucking experience points at the beginning of the goddamn scene. I think I'm just gonna go back to... But we'll see where this starts me at this point, because if you have to play through a whole level, then I'm back at the beginning anyways. Okay, I'm not. Alright, so... Let's see. Fuck, but I don't remember what it... God damn it. Guess I'm doing all that shit again. Just I don't have to read it. There's no skipping this, though, apparently. Probably fast forward through this in the VOD. Assuming this gets uploaded. through any of this yet. Why will it not let me fast forward?
Just get this going. There. Ready. We're all set. Now,
Hold X to skip, except you can't.
tell me.
Look at this.
What do you see?
Look at this. Just like, no.
I don't know.
Try this. Focus on your vision.
It's too late! It's too late now!
It's fucking actually insane. "30 minutes of stream because I wanted to redistribute fucking experience points." Actually fucking closer to 40 minutes at this point. Still can't skip. Why give me the option?
Did you feel it too?
Take your stuff. We're getting out of here. We've got a problem.
Call them back.
What's going on?
It's the prince. We must go quickly.
If I ever told you the definition of insanity.
Come on. Damn it. Hurry up.
Calm down. Maybe it has nothing to do with the party.
You know full well I was in charge of it. If anything goes wrong, it's my head on the chopping block. Fuck. Damn it. It took Hazel months to convince the Hartford Chantry to ally themselves with us. So they finally accept, and then bam, a code red. There's never been a code red in Boston, damn it. This has gotta be bad, MM.
It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure...
You don't get it. I was in charge of organizing the party.
But security is Jara's problem,
Yeah,
normally.
except Jara is a member of the Primogen. I'm not.
But you're a harpy. The prince will cover you. You know she's always looking for an excuse to take him down a notch.
We'll see.
What do we do next?
When everyone's safe, we move on to phase 2. We clean house.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
Come on, tell me.
We run. We leave everything behind, and we go into hiding. As far from here as we can.
There's no way I'm leaving Boston. Everything I have is right here in the city. It took me years to build my clubs. I've worked too hard to give it up now.
You won't have a choice.
I know you hate coming here. Are you gonna be alright?
What do you think? I know how to behave, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Just keep your cool, and it'll be fine.
Ah, my little darlings. You're here at last. The fear that something horrible had happened to you terrified me.
No call for theatrics, April.
The prince asked to see you as soon as you arrived, Amim. I wouldn't dilly-dally if I were you. As for you, Journey, someone's triggered a code red. If anything has happened over there, I'll hold you personally responsible.
You know, back in the day, nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay is being blamed for, don't you?
Imen. My dear Imen. I adore you. Really, I do. But darling, please. You're way out of your league here. This alliance with the Hartford Chantry is crucial. The prince is on edge. We can't get through to anyone over there.
What does this have to do with Jay?
She was in charge of the whole thing, for goodness sake. Listen, both of you. From now on, I don't want to hear another word out of either of you. The prince is furious. Journey, you're coming with me.
I don't see why.
And as for you, Hazel wants to see you. Right now.
It's gonna be a long night.
Miss Lewis, welcome.
Can I at least get the run button, please? You're gonna make me do all this shit. I can't even get the fucking run button back yet. Can't skip, can't run. Gotta redo all the fucking starting dialogue again. Come on. Gotta listen to this guy fucking yell in my face again.
She, Caleb.
Emem Lewis.
She smiles like a toreador.
Letters etched in bold right upon her teeth.
What about that bearded guy who's swallowing his bile?
Dejan Siaka.
A Tremere warlock, then?
Keep him at a healthy distance. With a sideward glance, he could make the blood in your veins boil.
Is court attendance usually this sparse?
We should have all left by now.
Are you worried about the Code Red?
I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a busy night.
I know what you mean. It's one thing to have been told that the Nosferatu don't age well. It's another thing to see it for yourself.
It's by no fault of their own.
Do you think you'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me?
No. Now is no longer the time.
And he is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood. Tread lightly. He's a member of the Primogen.
They're the check to the prince's power.
The check and balance. They backed Hazel when she rose to power after Quentin King. They'd hoped to control her.
What? Things didn't go as planned?
I just have a feeling she will surprise them. Never forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But...
nothing can happen to you here. We're in the prince's house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of the question, MM. I won't let her get away with this.
All right. Calm down, Dejan.
Where's Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't start with me. She was in charge of the party. She has to take responsibility for this.
Leave her out of it.
It's too late for that. Don't waste your time covering for her. She's not a kid anymore. I haven't heard from my child, and no one's able to get through to them over there.
Go on then. Go and save Imani and stop wasting your breath.
There are rules. Need I remind you? We're all stuck here.
You're such a good boy.
You'll never change.
Dejan!
What? Oh, come on, Hilda, she needs to grow up.
Leave us.
The worst part is I don't even have jokes or anything at this point. Just gotta fucking grind through this
I
again.
don't need your help.
Mem, please.
Stop calling me that.
I was worried about you.
You still haven't moved on, have you? You're always getting in my way.
Lower your voice. People are staring.
Do you know what this code red is all about? You're in the Primogen. You must know something.
I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Apparently, it was from one of Moore's retainers. That's all I know.
Who's that?
Jason Moore. Don't you remember him? He's the human who manages our interests when the sun comes up. He handles our assets, errands with the banks.
What does he have to do with this?
I don't know. It now seems that Miss Hazel Iverson, the mighty Prince of Boston, is no longer on speaking terms with the Primogen. As if now were the ideal time.
She asked to see me. Do you know why?
My best guess is that she'd like to talk to you about Journey, of course. I always warned you that girl was trouble.
Yeah, sure. I've gotta go. Hazel must be upstairs. I'd better hurry. What a shitty night. Hazel must be pissed. What the hell could she want with me?
See, like that right there. How's that not the first checkpoint? Oh my god, and then there's this fucking slow-ass hallway scene which does nothing. Still unskippable. My guess is that you gotta fully complete a level or whatever before it lets you skip through stuff, but goddamn.
Is everything okay, Mom? Penny for your thoughts?
Nothing, Pumpkin. What were you saying?
You saw pictures again? You're not going back to the Institute, are you?
No, don't fret. I'm gonna stay here with you now.
I don't like it when Richard takes you away.
He's my psychiatrist. He's helping me so I can be with you. Mom has a little trouble sometimes, remember? I see things that haven't happened yet. And I forget others.
Yes, I know. And you have to slumber so you can rest all alone sometimes. But 3 years was too long.
It seemed like an eternity without you.
I missed you too, Mom.
I need my sweet little monster.
Mom? What's going on? What is that?
Oh sure, now I can do that. Oh. Okay, so she's a child, but... she certainly ain't young. Well, they were embraced at the same time. Okay, Hilda McAndrews. That's kind of what I figured.
Everybody looks so upset.
I think something serious is happening. I'm worried. I still haven't seen Richard. I looked for him so he could explain, but he can't be found.
So, what do we do now?
I was told to wait here, because Hazel wants to see us. There are grown-ups coming, and your mother needs to talk to them.
Oh, then I'll go hide, because grown-ups talk to me too much.
If you want, sweetie. But don't wander off. Go on. Show me what you do to make sure no one spots you.
Okay, here I go.
God, having to be a mom for, like, eternity.
Leisha. It's been a while.
Hey, MM.
When did you get out?
Just tonight. Hazel wanted to see me.
That means she's extremely worried about the situation.
That, or she's a major drama queen.
You shouldn't make light of the situation. Believe me, there aren't many of us who have experienced a code red and survived.
Thanks for the heads up, Professor Bazori. First Siaka, now you. Why won't anybody give me a break tonight?
Maybe you asked for it.
Or maybe if you behaved in a manner more appropriate to the circumstances and our setting, then you'd better understand why everyone is so nervous.
Siaka jumped down my throat. Was I supposed to let him take his nerves out on me?
No, I'm sorry. That's not how things work, Bazori.
We must all remain calm and accept any help we can get, even from the most unusual sources.
That's surprising to hear, coming from a blue blood. At least your certainties come from a more solid source than a prophecy from a child of Malkov.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that whatever the problem is, your hallucinations aren't gonna help us solve it.
And yet, many of the things I saw ended up happening. Quentin King's disappearance, Hazel's rise to power, your breakup with Hilda too. But you're probably right. It's just Hazel and her flair for the dramatic.
Only time will tell.
Good evening, ladies, sir. The prince shall see you now.
Yep, that still took about 25 minutes to get back to where I was. Dialogue ratings are equal. The winner is determined based on a percentage. This attribute affects the skill, intimidation, and celerity discipline, rhetoric and persuasion, as well as the presence discipline, psychology, as well as the dominate discipline. Okay. Why is mental cheaper? Oh, right, because I have that thing. Oh shit, we should put 1 point into that then for sure. Check locks and open mechanical safes. So I don't think I can do anything in disciplines at this point because the first point of everything is like 45. I mean, I'm sure I can sit on points too, which I probably will at this point. Yeah, we'll go with this for right now. Seems like a good start. Oh, also it only did it because I was on the second screen. That's crazy. Alright, well here we are, new content finally.
Hazel.
After like a 20-minute rehash.
Dulce. Come in, MM. I wanted to have a word with you.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. Tell me, where were you tonight?
Like everybody else, I suppose. At home, getting ready for the party.
How fortunate you weren't running early.
Why? What's happened?
You know what the Code Red means. There was a breach. This is intolerable. These agreements were supposed to celebrate the power of my court. Instead, I've been made to look a fool in the eyes of my allies. We'll have to increase our diplomatic efforts with the Warlocks. Send new emissaries to Osborne.
What's that got to do with me?
Don't you worry about that for now. We have more urgent matters to attend to. We bring Journey to me.
What do you want with her?
I have a few questions I need to ask her. If mistakes were made, I need to know what happened. I'm sure that your friend will have a lot to tell me.
She hasn't done anything. Hazel.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yes, my prince. I'll be right back.
I didn't bring you here just for that. I have something to offer you.
I'm listening.
It's about the Primogen Council. You know everyone who's in it. Beryl, Richard, Hilda. Their support was much appreciated after the disappearance of the previous prince.
Quentin King.
But now, they've become an obstacle. It's been going on for months. They systematically oppose everything that I do. It must stop now.
Oh. Didn't put any points in education.
The Camarilla has faced many challenges in the past few years. Many of our strongholds have fallen. I won't let Boston suffer the same fate. But for that, I need loyal allies. Also, how would you like a spot in the Primogen?
What?
You've always taken care of your community, without ever asking for anything in return. It might be time you took a leading role in the community's affairs.
Hilda won't let you do it. She'll never see me as her equal. Being seated next to her child? She'll feel humiliated.
I'm her prince. She will obey me.
She's not gonna like it.
I don't care. What I'm offering is much bigger than all that. What do you think?
I don't know. I need to think about it.
Time is of the essence. You're a businesswoman, I know you'll be up to it. But we'll talk about it again soon. In the meantime...
I know. Jay, I'm going to go see Sylvia first. I need to clear my head.
Do it. You won't be able to hunt tonight. It's better to be prepared. Bring me Journey.
I will.
I have the utmost confidence in you, Do not fail me.
You can count on me. What the hell is going on?
I'm happy to see you in one piece.
Hey, Sil. I'd like some refreshment, please.
Of course, I'll get you a glass.
I was thinking more like a vessel.
Oh, serve yourself. But try not to damage them, okay? They're all I've got left in stock.
I get it, I'll be careful.
I'm right here if you need anything else.
A safe zone. A safe zone is a place where no one can see you feed. You can find them by exploring the surroundings. Only one prey may be sent to a safe zone at a time.
No news from anyone.
Do you think that...
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. We're not the only ones freaking out. Look around. Exactly. We've got to keep our wits about us. Got it?
Prey will naturally be revealed as you approach them. To feed, you need to find a safe zone you can lure your prey into. After isolated prey, if it's surrounded by potential witnesses, sending prey to a safe zone will increase the suspicion of you.
Let me know if I can help.
Come on. It won't take long.
Okay. Sure.
Vampires use their powers to charm or subdue their prey to satisfy their hunger. When feeding on prey, you can control the amount of blood you take. Press and hold the button to increase the amount of hunger eliminated. If you do not press the button, or if you do not release it before the bar is if you do not press the button, or if you do not release it before it is full, the prey will die, drained of its blood. Killing prey will increase suspicion. Mortals will be on their guard, while vampires will question your respect for the Masquerade. That bar moves pretty fucking quick. Some prey, their blood emotionally charged, have a resonance that your character will earn after feeding. Experience bonus disciplines. Interesting. At the end of a scene, a resonance provides an experience bonus for the corresponding discipline. If more than one resonance is acquired, only the last one is saved. If your prey survives, you may feed on it a second time. However, this will cause it to die and increase suspicion. Got it.
All right, Jay. Where are you hiding?
Do you want us to...
Come on. It won't take long.
Yes.
Yes. Alright, well, I only need 2, so... Alright, well, not hungry anymore, so that's nice. Through here, that's another alcove where I could feed on somebody. See, I remember this being a pain in the ass of like, where do I go?
Miss Lewis.
So apparently it's not that way.
Hey, Abby.
Hey, It's been a while.
Can I help you?
Do you still work for April?
Well, aren't you rude? My loyalty is with the court.
Seems like Bosley's leading you around by the nose, though.
She's got some extra responsibilities, sure, but that's it. I have my own agenda.
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised. I've got to talk to Jay. You haven't seen her, have you?
No, you should ask April.
It's a good idea. Thanks for the advice. I've got stuff to do. See you later.
Cool, good talk. Slightly offended somebody and then...
What a shitty night.
Do you think the Code Red will last much longer?
I hope not. The faster I get out of here, the better.
What? And Mem Lewis, the Black Rattler's Rose, is afraid of a handful of politicians?
God, no.
Fine. Let me know if I can do anything for you.
I'm supposed to find Jay. Do you know if she's done talking to April?
Huh. Good question. I saw her earlier, but she wasn't with Miss Bosley. She went into that alcove on your right, but that was a while ago.
Thanks.
You might want to avoid hanging around with her, you know? I've heard stuff about her.
I know, and it's not true. She didn't do anything, all right?
Fine. Sorry. Did you need anything else?
Miss Iverson has the top floor all to herself.
Yes, that's where she's got her office for hearings, as well as her personal quarters. Miss Bosley is the only one who has access to them.
I heard the prince put together a surveillance unit.
Yeah, the cave. Mr. Leto and his team spend their nights there. It's just below us. But don't even think about going down there. It's only for sewer rats.
Thanks for the vessel.
My pleasure. Come back anytime you want.
This alcove to my right? Like what?
I know that perfume.
Oh.
Jay.
Detecting sense, listening to conversations from distance, revealing the past of objects or experiencing premonitions. You can also discover items that are hidden using supernatural powers.
You want to... Where did you go, Jay?
Oh, now this guy's fucking out of the way.
Underwood and Fang. Zora's ears must be burning.
We haven't seen you here in ages. Did you want something, perhaps?
Oh,
You haven't seen Journey, have you?
She's not here. It would be a shame if you showed up too late.
You rotten son of a bitch. I don't have time for this.
If you say so. The pleasure was mine, Mem. Say hello to your sire for me.
Okay, now I'm in here.
Hey, Fang.
Good evening, Miss Lewis.
Call me a man, please. Did you come with Caleb?
Yes, but he's so very busy.
You didn't happen to see Journey, did you?
I'm sorry. I don't know everyone's names yet.
Well. Please don't forget, if you have any issues with the archives, you need to contact Lazarus, not me. Thank you, April.
Kelton and Lazarus. I smell gossip. Battery's dead.
Wow, a lot of tech stuff. Guess what I don't have a whole bunch of points in. Report provides a summary of Mr. J. Moore's annual audit of the Finances Administration of Iverson's domain. Data provided by Oh, J. Moore's the human guy, right? The absence of any substantial profit explained. Development expansion of the Red Cellar Street owned by Dr. Durham. Purchase of lab equipment, refrigerator cabinets, decoration. Another portion of the profits was transferred to the Hartford Chantry to support thaumaturgy research, stipulated in the pre-unification agreements. Mr. J. Moore reported that in July he requested a detailed account of expenses incurred, which appears to have corrected some of the occasional excesses in their estimates. In this respect, we would like to emphasize that given his success protecting our interests is strongly recommended that Mr. J. Moore's personal protection be maintained for the coming year. Okay, well, that's good for him. Expansion of the real estate portfolio. 30 owners to stagger the acquisitions throughout the year. Actual value of $82 million. Nice. That's an upside. Here's the financial aspect of these sites. Continued funding of the Hartford thaumaturgy research. On the subject, Mr. J. Moore recommends that the unification agreements and the Hartford Chantry stipulate that this research be relocated to Boston following the signature of the agreements. In fact, he thinks it's preferable to monitor the amounts involved as closely as possible. Okay. Oh, what's this? Okay.
This page was torn out. Battery's dead.
Okay, but wait, can I, like... Okay, I can't do anything there, because I don't have the thing, but I could still read that note.
I've gotta hurry. I'm not supposed to be here.
Wink. Well, I am not going to spend a million years in here then. Oh, wait, what's this?
These books are gorgeous. Lazarus must have paid a fortune for them.
Okay, get out of the room. Woohoo.
This can't be happening.
I swear, she was standing there, playing me for a sucker, pretending she just happened to be in the archives.
And what did you say to her?
I played dumb. I said, as you like, Miss Abigail Nomi. And I left.
What did she take?
A page from a file about a new party that she tore out.
But why would she need that? Why now?
I wonder.
I hope you didn't forget anything, Jay.
Okay, I don't know whether I really learned anything from that. Consumable collected. I have an inventory? Oh, shit. Consumables are single-use items that provide bonuses. Most of the time, consumables are used to replenish willpower or eliminate hunger. Gear. Each type of gear has advantages and disadvantages when equipped. The effective gear apply as long as it's equipped. Gear may not be equipped or unequipped during a dialogue. Documents, once they have been collected, consumable items, phones, documents, etc., can also be consulted from inside your inventory. Okay. Okay, well, I'll hold on to that for now, because I don't expect I'll be burning through a ton of stuff. Yeah, I can't do anything mid-scene. Hmm. Right, because you can... It's like... It's considered, like, gross, but... You can technically do it.
Always got along well with her sire. Lucky bitch.
Oh, okay, so she is a... Jay is still a vampire. God damn it. Well, so much for that. Fucking technology. I thought I put a point into it, but... What is... Did I not put a point into it? No, I didn't. I put a point into security, not technology. God damn it. Is there something wrong with it? No, it's just reflection off of that. Well, time to go check the fucking archives. What? Why can't I... Hello? Swipe card? Ow.
Jay, what were you doing in the archives? About a party from a few years ago. Page 3 was torn out. It looks like the one I found in Abigail's office. Torn out. It seems like it's a match to the file from the archives. Abigail must have done it. But why?
Oh, what was that?
Oh, I'm playing with fire. If someone spots me...
Oh, you again. What do you want?
So you're just gonna follow me around?
April, have you seen Jay anywhere?
You can't let her out of your sight for 2 seconds.
The prince sent me to get her.
I can't discuss that with you.
Come on. Hey.
Come on, she works for you. You know her.
All right. Enough with the puppy dog eyes.
I heard a couple of licks complaining about Journey. Even if she wasn't in charge of security, she's the one who organized the whole shindig.
They all think she's responsible for this fiasco.
But damn it, Jay hasn't done anything.
Tell it to the prince, not me.
Not that I think in a million years this is what happened, but what if Jay messed up somehow? What would happen to her?
Depends on the mistake. And how bad the consequences were. At best, the prince will be mad. At worst,
destruction?
Yeah. There's a good chance of that.
Fine. I won't insist. If you see her, tell her I'm looking for her.
Yeah, sure.
What attitude? It's a good thing I was careful earlier.
Were you careful earlier? Am I allowed to be in here?
Bosley's looking for answers. If Zeus had chosen flower to reign over all others, the rose would be queen.
I wasn't looking at anything.
What a disaster.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Primogen room. Oop, I can go here. Nope, I can't. That was a lie. Oh, weird. So wait a second. I just shortcut a whole bunch of shit on accident.
Took the elevator to get here.
Can I actually access this? No. Alright. I'm gonna go back to where I was a second ago. Excuse me. So it comes back up over on that side. Is the store locked?
Can't go through there. It's locked.
Okay, well, I'm not doing that yet then.
The door is locked.
Wow. 5 points in security. Shit that I literally can't even have yet. Can't go in there.
I'm tired of waiting.
Oh, great. My shadow.
Alright, not reading all that.
Annals on the First Inquisition. How morbid.
Vitae and mortal sorcery. There are no known limits to the type of rituals created by the Tremere or their fields of application. We will focus here on different branches of this science, which is not exhaustive because few can testify to the secrets of blood witches. Huh.
So, what exactly did Hazel want with you?
She asked me to go and fetch Journey.
Ah.
So, you think this is gonna get ugly too?
How is Hazel?
She asked a lot of questions. She was a little paranoid.
She's losing her grip. Be careful.
Why are you telling me this?
This is the first time you've ever been involved in a court intrigue. Up until this instant, I've handled things for you.
And that was fine by me.
If the prince is under pressure, choose your words carefully.
I hate the court. I've gotta go. I've got stuff to do.
Be careful.
A book about alchemy? That's a weird thing to keep. Notes from the Convention of Thorns.
Don't know what that means. Anyways. Just gonna check around down here. Right, those are the stairs that I went up, and that's where she's like, an elevator. Right, can't do anything with that door. There's this dickhead. Wanna yell some more?
I'm sorry about before.
Oh, maybe not.
I'm just a little edgy tonight.
I know. This isn't the first time we've gotten in a fight over nothing. Your child, Imani. She was there. Still no news?
No. Radio silence. And Hazel refuses to talk to me. I spent months kowtowing to those Hartford assholes for this agreement. If she has the info, now's not the time to hold it back.
These Hartford guys. How well do you know them?
Well enough. I won't let things end like that.
You told me you knew the Hartford Warlocks well.
Yeah, some of them. I was in touch with their representative, Deneb. He was supposed to replace me on the council.
You're leaving us?
Not really. It's part of the agreement with the Chantry. Deneb and I were supposed to switch places.
Why was Hazel doing business with them?
She had plans for the blood market in the region. We were meant to be in charge of supplying high-quality blood. They were supposed to take care of stabilizing it, or try at least.
That's nuts. Has anyone ever tried it before?
Never. That's why I'm worried. I don't give a shit about Hartford, but this project is really important.
I understand. I'm looking for Journey. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. I assume you've already tried her office?
Well, I'll leave you to it. I've got to find Jay.
If I see Journey, I'll tell her you're looking for her.
Hey there, bud.
Sorry, I'm a little out of it.
Oh, you're here now.
Buzz off, Lewis. I've got things to do.
Wow, rude. Okay, maybe I can't still feed on you. That's fine. Wait, who's that over there now? Oh, it's just a guy. Alright, well, I think I've basically explored everything that I can. So unless I want to pop my consumable, which I kind of do but kind of don't.
No fucking way. Shit.
So this
What?
is where you've been.
Oh, Jesus, it's you. You scared the shit out of me. How did you find me?
You're really bad at covering your tracks.
Are you alone?
What the hell is going on?
Shit, Mom. It's a fucking nightmare. The code red is definitely because of the party. April told me Hazel was gunning for me. She thinks I'm responsible for this shit show.
So, you're hiding in Rory's room?
I'm looking for evidence. I saw that Jara had the file on the party. It's got all the contracts and stuff in it that will prove I did my job right. But I can't find them. It was my only shot to defend myself against her.
Hey, slow down. It's gonna be alright. They don't have anything on you, do they?
No, of course not. I did everything right, ma'am. I was the one who rented the place. Same as always. Rooftop, away from prying eyes. I met with Richard to organize the vessels. I arranged for limos to be sent for the Hartford Chantry. I went through the same secure limo agency as usual. They're ours, so there's no risk. What the hell could have gone wrong?
I don't know. But there's no time to think about it. Hazel wants to see you.
And she asked you?
Oh boy.
Listen, honestly, you better get out of here.
What? What are you talking about?
In a confrontation, you must fight to convince the other person. The result of the confrontation has the impact on how the story will play out. Confrontation has a certain number of stages. The number depends on the goal of the confrontation. Each stage ends with either a win or a miss. There's a maximum number of misses allowed for each confrontation. If you exceed this number, you lose the confrontation.
I can't just run away. Do you know something I don't?
Hazel feels threatened. And rightfully so. If her court senses she's weak, they'll press the advantage. Do you know how that will end?
It's just another day at the races, man. Hazel doesn't shout it from the rooftops, but I can assure you, she's knee-deep in it every day. Still, she calls the shots. She can take the pressure.
Jay, you should listen to me.
I know the court better than you do.
Let's say Hazel doesn't want to hurt you. Others could change her mind.
Who would? Honestly, who would stand to gain something from my death?
I wouldn't be surprised if Beryl tried to use you to hurt the prince.
Nonsense. We've never had any issues.
He's not interested in you. It's the prince he'd see a chance to weaken.
Oh boy.
I've worked for him several times. I can assure you that it would be very unwise to come after me. No, Beryl's not a threat. Hazel's really not the type to be influenced by anyone. I get why you don't think so, but she's the one who decides in the end, and I trust her no matter what. If I run, people will think I'm guilty and that I want to leave the Camarilla. But you can't leave the Camarilla.
Yes, we can. I know people who can help you. Anarchs. Don't underestimate them. They've held out against the Cam for a long time now.
Do you realize what it would mean to really run away?
I just know what's gonna happen to you if you stay here.
But if I leave, they'll call for a blood hunt.
Jay, you know you can trust me. If you're ever gonna listen to me, just once in your whole fucking life, now's the time. They'll destroy you if you stay. You have to run.
You sure about this?
I'm sure.
All right then. You win. How do I go about this? Where do I go?
I'll go back to see the prince. That'll buy you some time. Don't waste a second. Don't go back to your office. You have to disappear right now.
But what about you? What are you going to say? You're risking everything for me.
Don't worry. Hazel has nothing on me. You're going to the Anarchs. I'm going to contact Saul. She'll come and get you at the club in Roxbury.
Is it just me, or is this not the first time we've done this?
I don't think we've got time for that.
You're right. We're doing this.
Well, let's see how that plays out. Discipline that allows you to move around undetected and to mimic someone else. Ooh. Unseen passage. Alicia cannot be seen by others, but she can no longer interact with her environment. It is possible to read a document or examine an object that cannot be taken. Electronic equipment can still detect her. There is no hunger cost. Mask of 1,000 Faces. Alicia can copy the uniform of a target. Generates 2 hunger. Maximum of 1 uniform can be copied. Can only be activated in a safe zone. Activation generates no hunger. Allows you to hide objects from the eyes of onlookers or to interfere with electronics equipment it will no longer detect. Alicia when using Mask of Stealth. The hunger cost depends on your obfuscate rating and the difficulty of the interaction. Copy 1 additional uniform. Allows the vampire to steal someone's identity. Generates 2 hunger. It enables the vampire to impersonate that person. The vampire must speak to the target to gather information about them before their identity can be stolen. Can only be activated in a safe zone. Activation generates no hunger. Make sure not to run into a target with this power. To run into the target while this power is active, right? Well, they'll probably freak out about that. Okay. Ability to command others and turn them into puppets. Gives access to dominate as a dialogue choice. +1 dominate. Dominate generates 1 less hunger. The next skill will automatically succeed without using willpower. Generates 4 hunger. Jesus Christ. Iron Fist generates 1 less hunger. What the fuck is Iron Fist? Oh. Okay, so it reduces that by 1. Gotcha. Phew, boy.
Leisha, it's good to see you.
Be good, sweetie.
How was your reunion with Halsey?
Thank you, Hazel. Your gift was wonderful. You shouldn't have troubled.
You're welcome. We should never have kept you apart for this long.
Good evening, Delsin.
Good evening, Leisha.
How are you feeling?
I feel great. Better and better since I got my little sugar fangs back.
Wonderful.
I haven't seen Richard yet. Does he know I've been released from the Institute?
No, I'm the prince. It was my decision. He is your psychiatrist, but you don't need his permission for everything.
He wasn't at the party, was he?
I'm searching for everyone who's still missing. Don't worry about him.
Thank you.
Leisha, I know I can be frank with you. For 4 years, I have been working to heal the city's wounds. You've already helped me avoid traps in the past. You're not like the other children of Malkav. Quentin King knew that.
The Mad King. I remember, yeah.
I had you released from the Institute because your premonitions are the most detailed, the most accurate. I wanted them to help me understand the Chantry's hand more clearly before we signed our agreement with them. But this alert changes everything. I need to understand what's just happened. Did you sense anything, possibly about what happened tonight?
I saw images, but they had nothing to do with this party. It didn't make any sense. It was a long, white hallway.
It's a little early for sure, but it's a good start.
I'm sorry, I can't be of more help.
Don't be sorry. There's something else you can do for me. Your discretion can still be of use to me. I need to be sure that none of the members of my council are going to take advantage of the situation.
You don't trust them?
You can never be too careful. You and Delsin are the only two people I trust entirely. The members of the council have their council lodgings here. It gives them the impression that they have power, and it means I can keep an eye on them. I'm going to give you the key. Go and see if you find anything that could make me doubt their loyalty. Anything that might make me think there's something in the works.
All right.
Miss Drury burned the midnight oil to make sure this event was secret. I imagine there might be some evidence in the information she gathered. I need it.
All right, consider it done.
You've never disappointed me, Leisha. Please don't start today. Until then, I hope to have found more information. But above all, don't share what we've discussed with anyone. I don't need more gossip.
Can I take Halsey with me?
Of course.
All right then. I'll be right back.
Journey, you were supposed to have fucked off already. Oh. Oh.
going to Ritzer's to see if he has my teddy.
Okay.
Come and find me when you're done.
Let's see if Hazel was right. Did Jara leave anything behind?
So what trait was that? Ooh. That's a big experience save.
Oh, this thing's old. Does she still use it? A log with a list of everything that was checked for the party. Invoices, reservations, rentals. All from our network. It's journeys. That could be of interest to Hazel. Interesting. Holy shit. Strasbourne, reaching the heart for charity. Chantry, ambitious and paranoid, extremely skilled in thaumaturgy, favors unification, mentions escape routes in his private communications to be monitored. This is Jefferson Library once a month. John reaches child. There's no way I remember all this. There's absolutely no fucking way. This is what Hazel asked me to bring her.
There's that thing, but I can't actually do it. And it's what? It's 3 points to get into this? No, it's 5. Oof. Do it. Never reconsider anything without new evidence. Wait. Okay, yeah. Never reconsider anything without new evidence. If you have any from me to... I'm not a computer, you know. I'm not on a computer, you know how I feel about them. Picked up a signal that appears to be an unauthorized outbound call. Could you see me as soon as possible so that I can give you the details? Did you try to access my computer? No, I can't imagine anyone being able to hack into your computer since you changed the password every 3 days. Besides, I thought you preferred handwritten notes. can't say that I learned a lot from that. Would have liked to give you this bond that you've been waiting for so long, but I can't bring myself to condemn you to my situation. But don't be afraid, I will never abandon you, Jara, never. Okay. The hell?
It looks like one of Richard's Rorschach tests. In green. Even with the color, I still see the same thing as always. Blood. Nobody here. I'm going to be able to take a look around Dijon's. The Salem Gazette.
Oh, a raven. Raven droppings, great.
Tarot cards. How fun. The Emperor, the Chariot, Temperance. Easy. Dijon is thinking about taking a trip. Just like New Orleans. This is definitely Dijon's place. A bird. Dead. He must have done a warlock ritual. What have we here?
Unheard from those who have already gone to the party. Prince had organized for the invocation. This could be in our favor because it's possible the Hartford Chantry is behind it. Though I have faithfully served my prince's interests while negotiating this treaty, these new suspicions could serve our interests in relation to potential alliance between Boston and Salem. Are you sure that...
He didn't finish his letter. But that'll be enough for Hazel to make up her mind about him. Huh. It's from an animal. And it's still fresh.
Warlock rituals, candle skull, raven. 5 candles. That's it. A concealment ritual. To conceal that, presumably. Can I go back into this room? Is it possible? I missed something? That I could still pierce that auspex? Because... guess not. Okay. It's worth looking. It's the way out. Is there a third room here still? There's the tall door at the end of the hallway. Oh.
They told me not more than one retainer in the council's room.
I think they want to be left alone.
Hazel told me to keep a low profile here. This area is reserved for the prince and her primogen. Shit. Hilda's in her office. She's going to see me. I shouldn't get too close. She might be able to sense me.
But I can't turn it back off, huh?
Why did you come back? Why? Other than to show that you're doing just fine on your own. If you only knew everything I've done for you. Mem.
Hilda's more concerned with Mem than she is with Hazel. I hope she'll be happy to hear that.
Is that... I think that's the main character from the council. The one next to the statue standing up. Do they make both of these games? That would make a lot of sense. What's this door? Oh, barrel. Masquerade has her payment. Thank you for your confidentiality. You're indirectly contributing to one of the greatest forensic discoveries of our time. By any chance you still have bloodless bodies in good condition, please let us know. Okay. Eternal servant Jason Moore. Surely he won't notice that door opening and closing.
This speculative news from... Oh, he's about as fun as his reading material.
It's a big-ass shower. Can't say I'm learning a whole lot from these two.
Richard's apartment. He didn't change a thing, as usual.
Oh, hi. Oh, right, I was supposed to come here after I was done looking through shit.
Mr. Teddy!
Nothing. It's true that he always saves everything on old media.
He must be hiding somewhere else. Mr. Teddy! No, he's not there. Where are you, Mr. Teddy?
So something always be happening on Halloween, though.
Mr. Teddy!
How many hours have I spent sitting in this armchair for my therapy sessions? A floppy disk.
No.
That's all Richard knows how to use. Maybe I'll find a way to read it.
Mr. Teddy!
Confirm that the production can triple if we expand our operations into our basement. I think it would be wise to create a reserve and allocate only 1/3 of our production to Hartford. We'll also provide temperature-controlled storage area for this purpose. As for your more practical questions, please do not include the formulas I have been able to work out in your dealings. Mr. Underwood also feels we will need to keep them secret in order to keep the advantage in this agreement. both feel that convincing them to send Tremere to Boston to perform the blood stabilization test would be a better alternative. Why is it spaced like that? As for industrialized production of more than 400 units per week, I prefer to err on the side of caution. I'm able to produce everything alone in my laboratory. Aiming for more at the start would require a move and would surely get us noticed by our suppliers of raw materials. I hope to have provided you with the missing information for your discussions on this agreement, which, in addition to the giant step forward that it will make possible for science, will undoubtedly be the dawn of a new Boston under your reign.
Richard must have had a breakthrough, if Hazel's interested in it.
Prepare donors for this.
I see guilt. Richard often asked me.
He must be hiding somewhere else.
Richard always liked masks, like all children of Malkov.
This theoretically, what, loops back around to the outside where those two guys were standing?
Impossible. It's locked.
Alright, well.
So, did you find your teddy?
No, not yet. I'm not sure he's here. What about you? Did you finish your job for the prince?
Yes, I found something that might be of interest to Hazel.
Does that mean we're going back to see the prince then?
Let's go, Sugarfangs.
Leisha. I'm all ears.
Everything went all right.
I knew I could count on you. Was Halsey a good girl?
Yes, as usual.
Good. Were you able to find anything interesting in Ms. Drury's apartments?
Yes. There was intel she had gathered on the guests, including those from the Hartford Chantry.
Anything about their regent, Deneb Osborne?
Yes, he seems to be obsessed with memory magic.
Interesting.
I gave everything to Delsin.
Thank you. I'll take a look at it later. Were you able to see or hear anything interesting?
I had a vision.
I knew you would. What did you see? Was I in your vision?
I think it was me. My forehead was on fire.
All right. Do you have any idea what it could mean?
Not in the slightest. Are you disappointed?
The important thing is that you're starting to have visions again.
I also found that at Jara's. A file on the party. It's a record of everything Journey did.
That could be useful. Give it to Delsin on your way out. Anything else?
At Dijon's, I found a letter addressed to the Salem Chantry.
Did he betray me for the Warlocks?
I don't know. It just said that he's participating in your project, but that he would have preferred an agreement with Salem.
Oh, I understand his recent allusions a little better now. I'm going to need to have a word with him. Go on.
Hilda was in her room. She was acting strangely.
What do you mean?
She was whispering things, talking to a picture of MM.
Touching, but that's of no importance.
That's all I was able to find.
I knew I could count on you. Thank you, Leisha.
Richard still wasn't there. Were you able to find out anything else?
Yes, one of my servants just came back from his bar, the Red Salon, as that's where he does his research. I had hoped to find him there. But she confirmed that Dr. Dunham had gone to the party early with a few of his vessels. I'm sorry, Leisha.
No. If he had been destroyed, I would have felt it. I have to go find him.
You're the most discreet of all of us, it's true. But we have no idea what might have happened there. It could be dangerous.
I won't be alone. Halsey will be with me.
Of course. And one last thing. Dr. Dunham wasn't the only one there. There was also Miley, my child. Bring her back to me.
Yes, of course. We'll leave.
I have yet to get into any combat.
Thank you, Leisha.
It has been a lot of walking around this building and talking to people. The scene ends with an overview of your accomplishments, failures, and what you could have done differently for each success. Your character earns experience points. Cool. So I didn't fail at anything. You could have spied on the conversation between Annem and Journey, yeah, but I didn't. Could have discovered Beryl Underwood's preoccupations. Yeah, I guess I didn't do that either.
MM, come here.
I know what you're gonna say.
Go on. I'm listening.
You want to know why Journey isn't with me? I'll tell you why.
Yes, please. I'm all ears.
Ooh. Well, that's not great.
I was afraid for her. I convinced her to flee. I was afraid she'd be held responsible for tonight. I didn't want to take any risks.
And you're just confessing like that? To my face? Do you realize what you've done? I'm seeing to things myself. Go in the next room and await your new orders.
Well. Oh, huh. I mean, I guess that could be worse. Oh, Caleb. Oh, wow, you got fucking 4 trees, huh? Presence dominate fortitude's your special thing, huh? Only an exploration. Ability to withstand physical pain. Okay. Defends against the opponent's skills. Gives a chance of winning by 50% in case of a tie. Generates 2 hunger. Oof. +1 fortitude. While the mind generates 1 less. Okay. Also protects against the opponent's disciplines. Oh wow, you can make it just free eventually, huh? That's kind of crazy. It's time to get physical. Physical.
Delson.
Bazori.
It seems that the Camarilla is in danger. I am at your disposal.
Your sense of duty is a credit to you, Caleb. You haven't lost your touch, I hope. The Code Red is linked to the Unification Party with the Chantry. No one there is answering anymore.
How many of us were there?
Probably a good 20, give or take. Dr. Dunham and our top spy, Jara Drore, were already there.
We might have lost 2 members of the Primogen. What about Hartford? Have you heard from them?
If those dogs had anything to do with what happened, I'll cut their throats myself.
Do you think they might be involved?
I don't know. It's too early to draw any conclusions.
Where do you want to start?
Can I count on you?
You have no reason to doubt me.
One by one, the Anseli heed the beckoning and go east. You're the eldest in the city now. Don't do this to me. Not now. I would be very grateful to you. And Fang.
How may I be of service?
Go and see Caius. With Jara gone, he's in charge of security. He may have learned something.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're already trying to play the diplomatic game of, like, she's losing control. Yeah. I mean, they're vampires. They're all only trustworthy until you're not useful to them anymore. Caleb does not run.
Mr. Underwood, I'm sorry, but my instructions are clear.
You little shit.
I'm just following orders.
You have no idea what's at stake. My most honored sire, you're wasting your time here.
I'd forgotten about your abject fawning.
I call it respect. It appears that it's something that sewer rats know nothing about. Apparently, Caius feels he's entitled to refuse to see a member of the Primogen. I won't forget it.
Use dialogue power. You must activate it in the selection wheel, and then select a dialogue option. One dialogue power may be active at a time. Activate or deactivate the power as long as no dialogue option has been selected. Using a dialogue power generates hunger. Yep. I was gonna say, I don't exactly have the rhetoric to beat him here, so.
Sorry to hear it.
Tell me, you haven't introduced me to your charming protege yet.
Zhu Feng.
Yes, Zhu Feng. A name that's as delectable as her blood, I'm sure. Ah, you're planning to introduce her to the very select club of Caleb Bazori's progeny, aren't you?
Well.
I hope that the prince will allow me to, shortly.
I hope so for your sake. Who knows?
Alright, what's Chatterbox do? Ooh, not great.
Dear Hazel is so unpredictable. At any rate, it would be an honor for me to welcome and guide her.
You will speak of nothing with her at all.
Is that an order?
A word of advice.
Oh, pardon me. I fell out of the habit of receiving advice from you so long ago. Well, if you'll excuse me, I must end this ever so pleasant conversation. Need to find a way to avoid losing too much money.
Barrel's handwriting. He was trying to contact his associates.
That's...
Barrel's handwriting.
Yep. Nope.
He was trying to contact his associates.
Got that part.
This is a handwritten list. These names sound familiar.
Okay. Gotcha.
Mr. Bazori, can I help you?
I need to see Caius.
He doesn't want anyone to bother him.
Prince's orders.
I see. He's holed up in the server room. You'll need a pass to get in. There's one on his desk.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Fuck. How long has it been since we've had an alert like this? I've got no idea.
Whoa. The fuck? Well.
Blood tests from the Red Salon.
Oh, in regards to the fucking snacks they were bringing
Can
over.
it wait?
Wow, rude.
Not a minute to waste.
Yeah, the vessels or whatever. The mobile blood sacks.
Luckily, it looks like everything is in order here.
Caius's office. The key card must be in there.
Oh, I just noticed Galen, he doesn't have the Auspex thing. Interesting. Yeah, I don't even think it's on his fucking talent tree or his, you know, what is it, disciplines. Like, he can sense the unseen, I guess, but he doesn't have, like, proper Auspex.
Are you supposed to be here?
I've seen Caius use this type of card to access the servers. Security has been increased to the maximum. I've never seen anything like it.
Do any of these notes have a fucking check the parking barrier, check level 8, buy batteries? Well, gonna be honest, Chief, you're borderline useless in a lot of situations so far. Oh yeah? It does seem like it's useful, though you also need, like, a bunch of points in it, it seems like, to actually be effective. Though that might just be this game. I don't know if it's got a new game plus at some point, but I feel like I'm just already running into a bunch of fucking dead ends where it's just like, yep, you're definitely not skilled enough to do that yet.
Good evening. Can I help you with something?
If I talk to you, Mr. Lito will tear me a new one.
Yeah, and what is this guy? Venture? I don't know. Oh, this is... We're already hitting a
list of ingredients and side effects.
Ooh, should I be a hacker boy? Should be a hacker boy.
Poison oaks. I've never heard of them, but Caius is interested in them. He has a whole file on them.
I'm going to unplug that for a minute.
Alright, well, I guess we're talking to this guy.
I imagine she sent you. Finally, some good news on this shitty night.
What's the situation?
Not good. Not good at all.
The prince needs more than that. I hope you've got it.
You want details.
Tell me what happened.
Everything was going as planned until 11:10 p.m. The prince's child, Miss Sellers, contacted me.
Max strength sucker
The
punch.
Hartford
Yeah.
Warlocks had just arrived. That's the last time we heard from any of them. Less than 20 minutes later, we received the code red, just as we were leaving to join them.
Who sounded the alert?
A man named Wu. Ever heard of him? A retainer, one of Jason Moore's bodyguards.
Moore, the asset manager. What was he doing at the unification party?
He was supposed to answer technical questions about the financial viability of the agreement. Moore is good at hiding our kind trafficking. He's one of them, after all.
And you're the one who received the code red, personally.
It arrived directly here. It's authentic. I verified it.
Anything that could be of interest to the prince?
I'm working on it. Jara Drury is the expert, not me. If only she was here.
Any movement with the Anarchs?
As usual, they're keeping their distance. You know it's always a pain in the ass to locate them.
Yeah, I haven't seen any combat yet, so I don't even know how that's gonna work out. I mean, most everything is like knowledge and persuasion skills. It's not even like, other than direct attributes, it's not actually having me put anything like into combat. At least not yet. Maybe a whole nother menu will pop up at some point, but yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Any word from Hartford?
Do you think it's them?
It would be ill-fated.
I knew we should never have trusted those damn warlocks.
Warlocks.
Any sign of Jara?
Nothing at all. And that's not good.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically an adventure game, so I would honestly be surprised if there was much combat at all.
She would have been first in line. There's one thing we haven't considered.
Also, I got it for like $23 and not 50, so.
They were behind the Quincy Market attack, weren't they?
I don't have any proof. We just caught a thin blood who wanted to trap the prince, and who told us about them. Apparently they're new in town, but Miss Drury thinks he's giving us the runaround.
Did you look into it?
I tried, but I didn't have the resources to discover anything else.
Leave no stone unturned.
Hello? You. It's about damn time. Shit. What? You're... Hello? Damn it! I lost them.
Who was it?
Woo. Shit. Now it's just ringing.
What did he say?
The party was indeed attacked. Apparently it was a real bloodbath. He and James had just enough time to get more out. They're stopping by his place to pick up some sensitive documents.
And then what? Are they coming here?
I don't know. We got cut off.
Call him back. I'll inform Hazel.
This is a critical moment for us. I have summoned you here tonight to organize our reaction to an imminent threat.
What threat exactly? We've got no reason yet to
Call
think...
her off again and I'll slit your throat.
Ooh.
Oh! Excuse me!
Careful, Hazel.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Enough! I command you to be silent and listen to me.
Oh, so that's how it is.
That's enough, Beryl.
Yes, it's come to this. You would do well to listen to your sire. We have just been attacked. This is not a time for childish displays of discontent. Caleb, the code red was sent by Wu. Go to Moore's and find out what's going on.
As you wish.
And bring Moore back to me. He was supposed to be at the party. I don't understand why he's the only one who was able to call us. I would like to speak to him very much.
Consider it done.
I trust you. He might be involved in this, so gather any documents you can find there that could tie us to him.
Very well.
Delson, see if you can get Caius to find us a new middleman in the cane business to manage our interests. I don't want to take any chances. Then, I want you to talk to everyone. Somebody must have seen or heard something. Dajan, make sure all our defenses are in place.
Yes, Hazel.
You will go to the old Jefferson Library.
What's there?
That's where the Hartford Chantry calls home here. I gave them the building so they could have a base in Boston.
I demand to take her place.
Request denied.
What game are you playing, Hazel? It's a suicide mission.
It's all right. I got this. I'm not made of sugar.
She's not ready for this kind of mission. I should go with her, at the very least.
No, you will remain here. Goes alone.
Why don't you send Dajan instead?
Enough, Hilda. Dajan has work to do elsewhere, and I don't need to explain myself.
Hazel, if anything happens to her, I'll...
Nothing, Hilda. You'll do nothing. It's high time you learned to trust her.
Which one of us are you planning to send to the party?
She's already left.
What? Who?
I sent Leisha.
Are you serious? A few hours ago, she was snoozing behind locked doors in a psych ward.
You're playing a dangerous game, Hazel. Without us, you would never have come into power.
You've chosen the worst possible moment to turn your back on us.
On the contrary, I find this moment very appropriate. I am the Prince of Boston, and you are the Primogen. I owe you nothing. Delson, escort them out. The session is adjourned. You all have your instructions.
Yeah, so shut up, Underwood. Big dumb jerk. God, minus 10% success rate in an intimidation tie kind of sucks. Like a lot. Considering that's the main thing I upgraded. And now we're here, but I've actually gotten like a solid 2 hours of content in, so I think I'm going to call that at least for this session. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Bye.